the oyster. Why are we here? We are here to discuss the oyster, simple little creature, two shells, flesh on the inside, ocean. Intertidal creature, filter feeder, protein creator, carbon sequester. There's a lot of subtle nuances that comes to the oyster. One oyster is not the same oyster in the various cloisters that our oysters are roistering in. Across the globe, there's different nuances. Every single nook and cranny of ocean that lands on the shoreline will find a story of oyster. So most people think that an oyster is an oyster. Give me something for the least amount of money that we can get. The buckashuck, something like that. And what makes it more interesting than just the dollars and cents of the thing is to actually understand and think about the actual flavors that you're experiencing when you're supping back, chewing up, sucking on, enjoying with friends or family or yourself in the corner of an oyster bar somewhere on the globe. How do you better experience that than to think? You have to close your eyes and actually think about the flavors of the oyster that you're experiencing. Really, with any food, you should be thinking like this anyways. An apple is not just an apple. What apple are you enjoying? Is it tart? Is it sweet? Is it savory? Is it mealy? Is it fleshy? There's textures of apples and flavors of apples that are interesting, and some that are more better for baking. Oyster can parallel those worlds, whereas most people don't necessarily think like that. We are developing this in the sense that we want to encourage people to think about the oyster, consider the oyster, as MFK Fisher once said and penned in an eloquent book of Consider the Oyster. Consider it. Think about it. Think about the oyster in the sense that where it came from. We are going to show you this. We are the Oyster Master Guild. We are going to create a course and a thought towards the oyster in a sense and for the senses of how we can think better with the oyster.